Hey everyone, what's going on? Dr. Chosen here, and today I got a special video I wanted to get up for a while. It's going to be split into two parts. The first part I'm just going to be giving an update on my previous maps and what I've done with them in regards to updates, and then the current map I'm working on, a Hunger Games map, Overgrown, and where it's at and its release date and what I'm looking forward to. And then I want to go through and read some, not necessarily positive comments, but just comments I received on some of my previous maps that I created. They're kind of funny, so I thought I'd make it into a little react video in that regard. So first I want to talk about Overgrown, and then I'll go ahead and get into that part of the video. So Overgrown, if you haven't seen the sneak peek I have so far on the channel, it is a 1.17 Hunger Games rainforest map that I'm currently working on using World Edit, World Painter, and other things. And it's about 500 by 500 blocks. It can go up to 32 players, 8 players, doesn't really matter. And it'll be like a battle royale where the walls start closing in over time, right, as you play longer. And it is utilizing all of the new blocks and elements from the new 1.17 Caves and Cliffs update. You may be like, oh, the new Caves and Cliffs generation isn't in. You're correct, and that is why I wanted to make this map. People have something to play in the meantime. I'll show you right now. I've created some handmade caves using World Edit and just replacing blocks by hand. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a bunch of different designs I have. I have dripstone, I have giant dripstone caves, I have lush caves, I have amethyst. We have it all, okay? And they're all in this map, and I'm just super excited to keep working on this. This map is set to release sometime in early July, so you know, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that, because when it comes out, this will probably be one of my best maps I've ever created. So this right here is a giant lava dripstone cave, right? You see it goes all the way down to bedrock level. The total height of the cave is around almost 100 blocks. This is within the volcano, as you probably saw on the way over here, not to spoil anything too much. Right here, we have, as you saw in the beginning of the video, we have the center cornucopia. All the players will spawn around it. Right now, I only have 8. I'll go ahead and set it up for more players eventually in the future. Just right now, I wanted to focus on getting this set up so I had a center point for the map to work off of. Another thing I realized with the map was, as I was building more and more caves, the upper ground seemed very flat. Yeah, it was dense with rainforest and lots of trees, but in general, it wasn't very like hill. It was going really deep underground, but not high above. And so over here, it's not perfect, but I'm working on it more. I'm gonna have a lot of the terrain start looking like these mountains I crafted over here. I'm gonna try to make these using World Edit and scatter them all around the other side. And so look forward to that too. That'll probably only take a week or two. If you're following the Instagram or my Patreon, then you get these photos updated every single day. Also, if you join the Discord, which all these links will be in the description, by the way. If you join the Discord, I post map update pictures every day. Even if they're not necessarily on the Instagram, you can see them and check them out for yourself. So we have a pretty good community, and I'm really happy with the support I get. So I want to show you one of the lush caves really quickly. I'm obviously going to be making caves that look bigger than this, and the caves that look smaller, I'll be adding stuff. And if you don't even want to play as a Hunger Games map, you can play this as a survival world, and you'll have things like this. For example, treasure hunt. And these treasure hunt books contain coordinates to amethyst geo chests. You can see them, right? You see, boom, there's some over there. If you're watching this video, you're getting an advantage. I don't really mind too much. You'll probably forget in the future. And it's like there's a dozen or so of these, so it doesn't really matter. And then here's the design for the lush cave I went ahead and created. Just a quick little design on the first day when the 1.17 came out. I was messing around with lush caves, and this is kind of the cute little design I came up with besides the one you just saw. Here's another dripstone cave design I made, right? It's very, very spooky. We got cobwebs, we got deep slate, we got granite, we got all these different block types, give it a really nice palette. These new dripstones look absolutely amazing in the water, personally. And all these new mobs spawn in the caves naturally, so I don't have to set it up. It's all really cool. Anyway, super hyped about this map, but let's go ahead and get into some of the funny content for today. So for those of you guys who don't know, the adventure maps I make, I post them on this website called minecraftmaps.com. That's where all the adventure and PvP maps get posted. It's the biggest traffic site for them. And when you post comments on them, they're anonymous, and they're not always nice. So I want to go ahead and read some of these comments and react to them for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. Comment number 1. At the end of the tunnel, it won't open because they're normal pistons instead of sticky pistons. This is true. In the first map I created, the adventure map, I messed up the redstone, and when I tested it, I fixed everything except the very last part of the redstone, so it stayed a problem. And I updated the map immediately on my other websites, like Planet Minecraft, even on my Google Drive. But this site doesn't update them as frequently, sometimes not ever. And so you get comments like this where like, oh, X doesn't work. And even though I've already patched it on all my other sites, this map doesn't update. So sometimes that happens. There was a decent attempt, just gotta learn more technical things. This map gave me terminal. It also got me hospitalized. Fuck you. By the way, the Titan was gay. Please PLZ end it. P.S. If you have mobs in a parkour map, you're a word we're not going to say on. So this guy obviously has very strong feelings about this map. Cool Gamer 420 with gay in his name. Obviously a very epic Minecraft gamer we have here. Looks really cool. I want to play it with my sister. Epic map. I can't wait to see more content. Some of these comments, you know, are positive. We got the negative one. Let's go on to the Confectionery Carnival, alright? So this is my newest map. You've probably checked it out. You've probably seen it, me talk about it a dozen times or so. I was pretty happy with this map, so I'd assume a lot of people would also be really happy with this map, right? This map was the worst map I have ever played. Well, this guy's obviously never played any of my maps before. Because if this is his definition of the worst map, well, he hasn't played the other ones, because they're definitely way more terrible than this map is. Parkour is poorly laid out and bad level design. Okay, it's valid. It's actually a valid comment. I actually went through after I released the map and corrected the parkour because I thought it was pretty poorly laid out and bad level design. So even though he's just being negative, this is actually valid critique. Oh, here's my favorite.
Map is pretty bad. You didn't think about mob spawning in the Ice Cream Mountain, did you? I mean, I was on a effing minecart. Like, what? It was filled, by the way. That was the last straw for me. Like, what are your puzzles? I had to in spectator mode to know. WTF to do in the cocoa farm place. How do I know the code is 124? And legit, the beehive, how do you it? I'm sorry, but this map is piece of shit. Actually, no. My shit is better than this. My cat shit is better than this. I would rather having licked myself instead of shower for a year than give this more than 20 minutes of playtime. Do not recommend.
Some strong wording there. If he didn't give it more than 20 minutes of playtime, how did he get all the way to the beehive? Because that's like an hour in minimum. He's not exactly wrong about the mob spawning in the Ice Cream Mountain. I went ahead and looked that up afterwards. But you could be a little more friendly with the comments here, alright? Even though this is really funny, actually. I think this is hilarious. This is a good map. I'm just starting out on it. There's one issue I have with it though. If you die, you spawn back in at a point in the map part that wasn't unlocked. This is something I fixed in one of the patches, like not even a week after the map was released. It's on the side where the Ferris wheel is, and if you haven't unlocked that area, like I haven't, you can't get back to the other side. Just thought I would let someone know about it. I do love the map, and that's the only issue I have with it. Nice map. One bug. It's the same thing as this guy. Oh, and also some of the books and lecterns on the last page. I didn't actually know that if you like turn the page in a book in a lectern, and you put the book in like you put it back, it stays on the page if it's open. I thought it just reset to the beginning, so you learn something new every day, you know? It was a great map. Definitely had to look at the solutions guide to figure out a couple of the puzzles. But overall was well made. No bugs that made the map unplayable, which is always nice. My only issue is the beginning area was a little confusing on how to move forward. That's valid. I added 2 more books after the map was published in order to fix that problem. Some simple fixes could be done to make this map even better. Overall, worth the play if you enjoy more open world type adventure maps, parkour, and easy mob fights. Appreciate it. I do get a lot of good feedback, even though I was hyper-focusing on the negative comments today. I do get a lot of positive feedback, a lot in my DMs, in Discord, and I appreciate that a lot. I think from now on, I will be focusing more on PvP and Hunger Games maps rather than adventure maps. I'm a lot better at terraforming and making like natural designs. Like, Confectionery Carnival is a mess for me. It took me so long to make some of the buildings, to progress the map. It took 3 months to finish it. But I do like making adventure maps because people enjoy them. They get a little bit more popularity. So that's honestly it for today. By the way, if you want to download any of my maps or check them out, if you're just finding this channel for the first time, I'll put all the map downloads in the description, as I always do. I got multiple adventure maps for any amount of players, single player, multiplayer. I have PvP maps, Hunger Game maps, finding item like scavenger hunt maps. Honestly, I have all you can. If you just go ahead and look through them, you'll probably find something you enjoy. If you want to go ahead and check out some trailers for the maps, I have them all attached to the maps themselves. And be sure to follow my Instagram if you want like direct updates on all my Minecraft specific content. And be sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notifications every time I post a video. I know I'm a bit infrequent, but I'm trying to make sure to get a video out once per week now at least. And if you have any specific builds you want to see me create, be sure to let me know in the comment section below what other content you want to see as well. Anyways, that's all I have for today, but thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And make sure you stay tuned for Overgrown, because that map will be amazing. Bye-bye.
Dr. Chosen has a Patreon.
Shut the fuck up, Jason.
Dr. Chosen has a Twitch, a YouTube, a Patreon, and an Instagram.
The beacon tier
Handle is at Dr.
I got
Chosen
rid of all the hierarchy, Jason.